Hey, good afternoon, everybody. This is Vicki.
Hey, it's Mikka.
Surprise, we're back, bitches.
Thought you got rid of us, didn't you?
But you didn't.
No,
So
never do.
today it's going to be a little weird because me and Mikka are going to boot everything off, and then we're going to introduce the rest of our cast. And who you see today is going to be the permanent cast of Hump Day Tea. So with Mikka coming back right away, I'm going to let her start talking about our subject today and what that means to her.
So today we're going to talk about pride. I posted it earlier today when I announced I was going to be here tonight. Pride and what it means to you. Me personally, I think pride is about how you carry yourself, who you are as a person, how you're just not afraid to be yourself, period. I feel that pride isn't something we need to celebrate 1 month out of the year. I think pride is something we should be celebrating every day of our lives, every minute, because you don't know how many minutes you have in life. And if you're not proud and taking ownership of who you are, then what's the point of celebrating pride once a year? You can't do it the other 364 days.
I'm excited to join us, Ericka de.
It's this ball hooker. Hey.
Hello.
Now, Mikka was just telling us about what pride means to her. Go ahead, Mikka.
Oh, just be yourself. Be true to who you are. Love yourself. Don't let anyone tell you to be anything other than yourself. Take pride in who you are. Show it in everything you say, do, every movement, every action, every smile, every punch. I don't know. If you had a weekend like mine last weekend, there were a few punches in there, but we can probably get into that later. So just be proud of yourself. 365. Not for a pride parade, not for a pride weekend, not for pride month. Be proud of who you are every day, whether you're gay, straight, black, Asian, Hispanic, yellow, purple, green. I don't really care. Just be proud of who you are. That is what pride means.
Amen to that. Ericka, what does pride mean to you, girl?
Pride to me is a state of mind. It's being proud of who you are no matter what anybody says. Is anybody listening to me?
Yeah, we're looking right at you.
Bitch.
Anyways, it's
Yes,
like
bitch. What is wrong with her?
I have no idea. I'm over here.
I haven't had enough today yet.
Show her how these cameras work.
Opposite of what you would normally look.
See?
Anyways. Yeah, to me, pride is a state of mind. It's being who you are no matter what. It's not being afraid to be yourself, your true authentic self, no matter what anybody says. If you really are that dependent on what other people think, then maybe you need to go see a psychologist yourself and get yourself evaluated. But to be proud of who you are, you have to not care what anybody thinks.
Right. Right. Absolutely.
And what do you feel about pride, Victoria?
Well, pride to me, I'm a historian. So for me, pride has always been about riots. You know, a lot of people don't realize that gay pride really is a riot. It is a peaceful protest. And a lot of people don't understand that at all. They think that it's just a way to get out there and celebrate. No, 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 no. Our ancestors, the people that started this originally, went out there and raised hell for our rights. And so for me, pride is to celebrate the day that we as a community was able to be ourselves. Not necessarily our rights, because we've always had rights as human beings. But to me, it was just the day that the rest of the country realized, hey, guess what? You're here too.
That was the day the drag queen threw the brick and civil rights for LGBT.
Amen.
Right.
Amen.
Was it Washington? Hi, Mama B.
No, it was New York, girl.
I know, no, I'm saying the lady's name. It was Martha P. Was it Johnson?
Hang on.
Yes, I believe
Johnson,
it
yeah.
was. I want to say that sounds right.
And that's why I always say to this day, bitch, I carry a brick in my purse. Not
Oh,
play.
for real. You have to come prepared. Be
Always.
ready.
Martha P. Johnson.
So you don't got to get ready.
Martha P. Johnson threw the first brick.
Yeah, Martha P. Johnson. That's right.
Martha P. Washington. I think I was getting her confused with Martha Walsh.
With Martha Walsh, bitch. Yes, it's raining down. Oh
Girl,
my!
have you had enough to drink yet?
I'm getting there.
Oh, girl, let's
Cheers.
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 Oh, cheers.
Cheers.
Love you too, Beatrice.
Cheers.
Girl, it has been a week. I'll tell you. I don't know about you ladies, but it has been an extremely challenging week. I have had my faith in everything tested to the limits this week. What about you, Mikka?
Yeah, that's probably putting it very mildly. We had a rescue kitten, Kitty. He was about, well, we thought 10, and then we thought 13. Come to find out, the vet said 15 to 17, who passed away of organ failure on Friday.
No.
We had a house guest with us. He was staying here. We gave him a room, gave up an office, set up a bed, the whole 9 yards, girl. He decided that night was a good night to push our Mama B and push Jason, and I kicked in a door. I threw him out of the house, threw his shit in the yard, turned on the sprinklers, and proceeded to stand there with a beer in hand and say, I told you, one fuck up, you're out, get your shit and go. Then he hit Jason in my front yard, so I whooped his ass, called the cops. He's still in jail, and I'm here.
Oh my God.
And then the next day, we decided that it was a good idea, hungover as shit, to do a birthday party down at a local park. And we performed in 90-degree weather. It was absolutely horrid, was it not, girl?
Girl, it was.
Girl, that doesn't. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. That really sucks.
It's okay. It really, really is okay. He went peacefully. He wasn't in pain. It was very peaceful for him. And we got to hold him. We got to spend the last few days with him. So, he knew he was loved.
A couple years ago, we put our dog down, and you know that we've got 3 dogs right now. And that is one of the worst, things you could possibly imagine. The worst is losing an animal.
It truly, truly is. But I mean, I've lost animals before, and it was always so sudden. It was quick. It was fast. You weren't prepared, and I think that hurt worse than being able to sit at home with him and give him his last few days and hold him and smother him and baby him. We had a chance to say goodbye. So by the time he went that morning, before I went to the store, and before I left, I held him and I told him it was okay. He could let go. And then Jason and Gary went out and said hi and goodbye to him and told him the same thing. And by the time I got back from the store, he was gone. And he took his last breaths with us. It was actually, as sad as it was, I think it was extremely beautiful. And
Mikka, you're stronger than me, girl. Because I tell you, for me, I wouldn't have been able to go to the store. I would have been one of those bitches that would have stayed by that, till the very, very end. But I'm also that person that shouldn't do that because it's healthy.
We were on day 3 though. At that point,
no,
he'd already come home from the vet. They said that he probably wouldn't have made it that night. And that little shit, he was our little fighter. He held out for day 3.
Oh my God, that's so precious.
So, I mean, it's sad, but he'll be home this Friday in his own little box with his name engraved in it. And I wouldn't change anything.
Good. Well, I'm glad that you were able to spend the last moments with that little darling. Hey,
her boyfriend, everybody.
There. Hi.
Hi. How are you?
You see that?
Hi.
You see this?
Oh my God. Hi, Mama.
She's wearing her green.
Yeah.
Hey.
I love your wigs.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Telling me that right now.
All right. So you mean
Unique.
why don't you share
I hate this fucking. I hate my phone. Huh?
to you?
Girl, those titties. Yes. Yes.
He's a little drunk. Don't mind him.
Sorry. Oh, you drinking your wine? What wig are you wearing? Let me see.
My green one.
Huh?
Oh, your green one? Yes. I love your makeup tonight.
Thank you. It's that palette. I've been playing around with color like crazy.
Right, girl?
Mama, you said hi, Kobe.
Hi.
Okay, Unique. So tell us what pride means to you, girl.
What pride means to me?
Yes.
You know, pride can. What's all that? Oh, pride comes to me. Pride comes in a lot of different shapes and forms. But for me, it's being able to be who I want to be and stand up for what I believe in. You know, being able to express myself freely without the thought of being judged. You know, because personally, I don't care. I take pride in who I am. And if it wasn't for what I've gone through in my past, I wouldn't be who I am today.
Right.
You know, and I'm very, thankful. I'm proud. I'm very proud of what I've done. So yeah, to me, that's pride to me. Being able to be who I want to be when I want to be it. You know, if one day I want to be a dude, I'll be a dude. One day I'll be a girl.
That's
Anybody tell me
the
different.
whole thing about our society and just our community is that as a whole, we can be who we want to be without being judged. Just
Right.
like you said, one day we wake up and today I feel like being Bobby and tomorrow, bitch, I'm gonna be Victoria. And I'm gonna do it without being judged. And I like that a lot. I really do. What do you think, Mikka?
No, I'm on the same page with all of you ladies. When I realized I was doing the show tonight, I had a whole other hair on. It was pulled up tight, like snatched to the top and bunned up, and she was cute. She was fierce, and then I realized how early it was, and suddenly everything changed. So, but that is the
Isn't
great
that how it
thing.
always goes?
And I totally, and
is.
that's where I think my point was headed was that is the great thing about us being able to do what we do. One day we're just one thing, and the next day we wake up and go, "Oh, I'm gonna play with that eyeshadow," and who's gonna say something to me? Nobody that's brave enough to come at me. I mean,
And even if they do say something, we still don't care.
again,
Right.
bricks,
Not at all.
blades, wave. We got this.
Right. And we do it confidently. Was anybody interested in this week's episode of RuPaul's Drag Race?
So
Did anybody what?
Watch, All Stars.
I did.
All right, Mikka, what'd you think, girl?
I thought it took me 3 tries to watch the episode. I will say 3 tries. I fell asleep the first 2, but in all fairness, I was hungover. I was drunk from Friday morning at 11:30 until Sunday morning when I woke up at 8. I was still drunk. So, to be fair,
That must have been a good night.
it
Oh,
took me
girl.
a few tries, but I think the right girl went home.
Right? Thank
It's
you.
nothing personal. I think between everything, all the previous challenges, her season, everything, I just felt like it was the right choice.
I agree.
Either one of them could have gone and I would have been okay, but I think the right choice was made. And it was technically a unanimous decision all the way across the board. So obviously we're not alone in it.
I agree.
I really hate the way she went out though.
Why?
Instead of her fighting, I hate the way she went out.
It's like she gave up.
I think that's just a cop out.
She did.
Because she went off on Angina for doing the same thing that she did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How you gonna choose somebody else to do it and you gonna do it yourself?
No,
Well,
you're right.
That's like a hypocrite to me.
It's true.
And if you didn't know you weren't gonna do the challenges, you should have never signed up to begin with.
Right.
Yeah.
That's my thought.
Pin the nail on the head. I think that personally, these girls in All Stars have stepped it up throughout the years. I'm noticing each season I watch, these girls are just. It almost makes me wonder. Here's a good question for all of us to each answer. What do you think, Ericka, it would take? Besides charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent, what do you think it would take for you to get on the show? Would you do it successfully? And how long do you think you would last?
Sorry, the boyfriend was talking to me.
That was a good one, wasn't it?
Oh yeah.
That
My
is a good
question is this. Hold on. Now, do we know how to sew everything else? Is my question.
Okay, well, we'll get to that, bitch. Go ahead, Ericka.
Honestly, I think I would wind up cutting a few bitches. Because y'all know, all
Before the first show.
3 of you know my temper.
Yeah.
One person says one thing wrong and my ass would be kicked off the fucking show for murder.
All I can do is laugh because I feel you more than you know.
So, Ericka, you answered 2 out of 3.
Yeah.
But you answered the one. You
So
would
how
make
far
the
did you
show.
go?
How far do you think you would make it if it was a 14 episode season, not including the reunion?
I'm a competitive ass bitch, so I would go as far as I possibly could. Even if I had to cut a bitch to fucking pass them, I would.
And what would that be? What would that episode be? Would it be episode 9, episode 10? Would you be top 5?
I would shoot for top 5, but realistically,
Uh-huh.
I would probably make it to like 9 or 10.
Okay. Okay. So you mean wait? Are you saying you would be top 9 and 10?
No, I would make it to episode 9 or 10.
Because
So
you're
you'd be
all
top
like,
5.
bitch, hold on. There's only 13 queens, bitch. You're not giving yourself enough credit, bitch.
So essentially, she would make top 5, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I like that, and I agree with that. I think you would too. All right, Ericka, you pick the next bitch.
Okay. Victoria.
Oh God. I think. Oh God. I think that I would do good. However, I would go on there with the mentality of a season 1 queen. Yeah, it would be. I would be extremely. I could not show anybody that knows that. I really have an issue showing weakness. I grew up that way, and for me, I think I would do amazing on all the challenges minus sewing. I don't know how to sew, however.
That would be half the show.
Everybody, yeah. Well,
Right.
the great news about it is you don't necessarily have to know how to sew because you can glue an outfit together. What I have been doing this year is I have already ordered about 16 homemade outfits that have been tailor-made for me. So I'm kind of, I guess you would say, preparing myself for when I audition. So that way, when I go on there with the outfits, bitch, I'm going to be honest, I'm not going to lie. They don't say you made it, no. But guess what, bitch? I got great taste. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How far would I make it? I think I would be top 5. I think maybe top 5, maybe top 6. I am extremely. I think I'm a triple threat. I can act, I can dance, and I can sing. No, not really sing. I can act, I can dance, and I can perform.
Yeah, I was gonna say, bitch, we've heard you sing.
As far as singing, bitch, I would probably. The room full of people would be in a lot of trouble listening to me, bitch. I can tell you, yeah. It would not be anything cute. Okay,
No.
Unique.
Yeah.
What about you, bitch?
you know what? With my determination, bitch, I'm going all the way.
Really?
Now, if I knew how to sew, bitch, I'd have been on there a long time ago. Shit, trust me. If I knew how to sew, I'd have been on there a long time ago.
Yeah, you're
But
right.
and I hate, but see, you know me. You've known me for years, Victoria. I cannot stand half-ass and shit. Can't do it. So the hot glue and an outfit together, that's not for me.
Right.
Because you know I dance, I buck and twirl. All it takes is me to do one wrong move and that comes apart, I'm done. I would stop and be throwing a fit right there on that stage and be done.
Sometimes you're just not going to have
Automatically.
a choice but to have
It's not gonna happen.
together. You got 2
Now-
minutes to do it.
Bitch,
Right?
Unique
I can't
went
do it.
down. Unique went down, guys. You gotta get her. All
There
right.
you go.
What about you, Mika?
But
Oh, go ahead, Unique.
I'm gonna say, but yeah, all it would take, like Miss Man right here just said. Hold on, her. All it's gonna take is for one girl, one,
Over
to
there.
say something.
Over there.
One.
There you go, Vicki.
Like right there.
One girl is gonna say something messed up. Girl, I will come unglued and I'm gonna show her what I am about. I'm not the one nor the two, but she gonna see the 3 and the 4.
And you would end up being the Fifi of the season.
Yeah.
Fifi,
O'Hara. God, I hated her in her season.
Oh yeah. Me too. And I still hate her. I cannot stand her.
I would be the I would be the Miss Congeniality.
Oh Jesus. I don't know about that, bitch. You're a little too loudmouth to be Miss Congeniality, girl.
Just
You're
a little
the fire starter of the season, bitch. That's what you would. Mika would be Miss Congeniality. Ericka would be the bitch of the season.
No, I would be the bitch. She would be the Fifi. She would be the fighter.
You would be the mouthy bitch, and I would be
I'd
the
be the-
loud bitch.
I'd be the bitch to chuck a heel from across the fucking runway.
I would be the bitchy one. She'd be the fighting one.
and I would be the one all season going,
Listen, Ericka's just a mean bitch. So she would be a mean bitch.
and I would be the one all season going, girls, don't say that. The camera's over there.
I know.
And then I would be the one that would look directly at the camera and say, "What?"
Oh my God.
So, I
But
guess,
wait a minute. And then Victoria would be the instigator.
You know it, bitch. You know it.
Instigator.
I'll be like me.
24/7.
Hear what
You
Ericka
hear what she said?
You know what she said about your
especially
wig?
when
Gotta go
untucked.
get it.
Okay.
Especially when we were untucked. They'd be like, here's your cocktail. Have fun. Oh, shit. It's about to get real, girl.
Yes. Yes.
Bitch,
But
I
She would be
even
the
let
Gia
her
Gunn.
explain
There you go.
herself when I
That's
walk
the
into
Gia
a
Gunn of
shop.
there's Gia Gunn right there.
So,
Bitch, as soon as I walk into the fucking dressing room, here comes Ericka. You said what, bitch?
oh, I said,
India Farah.
what did you say, honey? So, I guess ultimately, I can sew. I mean, I'm not a dancer by any means, but I do have theatrics, and I think I do really good on the acting challenges. Singing, I don't know. That's a 50-50. I can sing, but as a boy, I've never tried as Mika.
I've heard you sing as a boy.
Bitch, don't lie. You sang Garth Brooks in drag.
Karaoke together.
But I never
Both sound
tried to sound like it.
But I think if we reach outside of country, that's when you and I have a really big problem.
So, I mean, ultimately, I know you all said, Unique said all the way, Erica and you both said top 5. I'm going to make the finale. I may not take it all, but I'm going to make the finale.
Work. I love that. I love that.
And then
I
I would
have
cut her.
faith in you, Mika.
So,
So the one question everybody forgot to answer, though, is, aside from the charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent, what do you bring to the table that will get you on the show and get you to top 5 and winning?
You know what?
That's a good question. I know what mine is.
My personality would get me on there.
Yeah, that would be mine. It would be my personality without
My personality would get me on there.
Yeah.
I think my
And if
wide
not my
range
personality,
of
my
talent-
wit. My wit would do it.
My wide range of talent.
Oh yeah.
Because I can go from a dark bitch to a fucking glamorous bitch and back.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, I agree. Your versatility would be one of your greatest assets, Ericka.
Yeah.
Stop
Definitely.
telling us about your bedroom behavior, Miss Ma'am.
Bitch, don't talk about stuff like that.
Your versatility. We know you're versatile.
Oh Lord.
I'm talking to your mom.
Oh,
And I'll be rude to your mom if I want to be.
And
I'm
y'all
getting
wonder
it.
why I said that's the fighter. I just proved you right there. Right there.
oh my God, I cannot.
Well, guess what, bitch? You are.
Evidently I am.
And all up in this mix right here.
So just to let everybody know, I don't know if you know this, and the girls know this. We, as of today, are also streaming on Twitch TV, YouTube, and several different forums of Facebook. So we are.
Oh my God, we're going
all
international.
over the motherfucking internet.
I'm an
Fabulous.
international.
That's where Mika belongs. It's all over the internet.
Yes.
There
Lex,
will be-
spread,
you
and all.
are.
It's true.
You
Legs
know.
spread and all.
You know.
Hey,
I'm a Christian woman. I can't be listening to all this man.
I only speak the truth, bitch.
it's true. Or lie. Don't talk like that.
Oh my God, I love it. You
I
know,
didn't say anything dirty. I just said you like it.
too, there's a whole different and new format to Hump Day. So pretty much it's going to be open. There will be one main subject that we'll talk about clearly, and we'll talk about RuPaul, but the rest of the show is just going to be bullshit and kikiing with the girls. So anyways, anybody got any big plans coming up for your weekend?
We had a show scheduled, but with the coronavirus cases just going through the roof,
Oh God.
I canceled the show and I pretty much put Mikka on hold. Well, other than the talk shows and all that good stuff. But yeah, it's just a scary time to do anything outside of the house.
It's a scary time right now. I mean, we thought that things were going to be getting better, and then all of
It's
a
scary to do something inside the house.
Did we really think it was going to get better? Because I
No.
kind of knew.
I
knew.
I'm gonna be honest
I
with
knew
you.
too.
I had a feeling that the wave that we were gonna get in the summer was gonna be worse than the first one. I did have that
Oh
feeling.
yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah, they already said that.
Well,
Oh,
and then
that's winter. Like,
we
not
still
gonna
have winter
get
coming.
better either.
Yep.
Well, if they would stop trying to open things up early and make everybody do what they're supposed to do and stay inside and wash their hands and everything else and wear their mask, then we can get over the pandemic. But because they want to open stuff up early and let everybody go sit outside and eat and everything else, these restaurants and everything else, it's not gonna end anytime soon. At all.
And that decision had nothing to do with humanity. It had to do with money and politics.
Amen.
Yes, ma'am.
Bottom line.
Yes, it did. Amen to that.
gay
So,
man.
I mean, doesn't everything in 2020 have to do with politics?
It does.
Good what?
Yeah. That's
Good
the
politics, you said?
speaking of politics, girls. How y'all
Girl,
feeling
you-
about this upcoming election that we're going to be hitting into?
This has to be one of the weirdest elections I've seen in my entire life. I'm
Right.
42 years old. I've seen quite a few elections, and
Right.
this is weird. Like by
Yeah.
now, I'm expecting, Trump campaigns everywhere and Biden campaigns everywhere. And, you're seeing it on the news constantly about their rallies and their speeches and what they're saying. And right now, I'm actually seeing a whole different election. People are actually going to vote based on the humanity behind the person running for office.
Well, because
And
look what he's done. Look what he has done
What hasn't done?
during this pandemic. This pandemic showed Donald Trump's ass.
Well, that, and let's not even talk about the hits that he knew were put out on our own soldiers in Afghanistan and Russia.
Oh,
By his boyfriend
my
Putin. Let's not go there.
I was so fucking livid.
But you know what I smell in the air, ladies? Do you know what I smell?
What?
Impeachment. Even if somehow he manages to win, Just smell the impeachment, ladies.
Yep.
It's
Yep.
coming.
Well,
Oh,
I
and-
read somewhere, I think it was on Facebook, I read somewhere where somebody's coming after his ass after he steps down from president.
Iran has a warrant out for his arrest, and
Yes.
they have asked Interpol to step in and help get him as soon as he steps down from office.
Well, good. It's
Yeah.
about damn time.
What you better
But
tell
I
him
know-
he ain't gonna show up for his step down.
And oh God, no! Or he's gonna fight it. That's what he's doing. I think this whole thing was a way for
If he
him to
loses,
realize.
if he loses, he's gonna find a way to get out that back door. Ain't nobody gonna know he left.
Yeah.
That's
he's
what he gonna do.
like,
Ain't nobody gonna know he left.
Who was the guy? Bin Laden.
He's
the
going to
one
be
that-
another Osama bin Laden. He's going
Bin
to.
Laden in the cave. Yeah.
You're
It'll be
right.
Trump. We're gonna find him in the caves of the Grand Canyon.
No, he gonna no, girl. He gonna paint himself black and walk out the front door.
Oh, there you go.
Oh my God.
Right.
Is he gonna
What you
keep the
bet?
same hair? Because I think we'd spot the hair.
He gonna dye his hair blonde. You know, he gonna go really black. He gonna paint that real dark, just no nest hair. He gonna
so he's
probably just a girl watch. He gonna
He's
dress like
going
a
to
woman.
throw a black cat on his head. Got it.
Great. One more thing for us to nag about before they throw him in jail. Now he's doing blackface on top of it. Girl, you're just adding the charges on this man's reputation. Goodness.
That's all right.
Speaking
That's
of-
all right.
Speaking of, oh my God, there's something I gotta say. I am pretty pissed off at an article that came out here recently. We know that since George Floyd, God rest his soul, that everybody's been going wild about everything historically. So an episode of one of my favorite shows has been brought to the forefront. And I'm pretty fucking mad about it. I know that all of you ladies watch The Golden Girls. And they are trying to put out there that episode of The Golden Girls where they had mud masks on, that they were trying to play blackface.
Are you freaking kidding me?
They were trying to play fucking black. Like, okay, listen, I don't think so. First of all, I was alive when the Golden Girls first aired. We all four were, and I'm sorry, but the Golden Girls were anything but racist, sexist. They loved everyone. They had transgender people on the show, black people on the show, gay people on the show. They constantly talked about issues that were hard to deal with. I think that some things.
I mean, hell, look, they have Betty Davis on there.
Do you think that it's going too far?
You know what? When it comes to the Golden Girls, I don't think those four women, the creator of that show, the writers, the directors, producers, I don't think anyone did anything wrong. I completely agree. I believe all they ever wanted to do was break a mold and prove that there was nothing wrong with the subjects they covered. I remember the gay episode with the gay dancer guy, I believe he was. Or was that the HIV episode that they covered?
I believe it was an HIV episode.
Okay, because the gay episode wasn't
Gay HIV episode.
wasn't
Her
Blanche's family or daughter. Okay.
Yeah.
So, but they covered it all. They didn't hold back, and that's what made them amazing. That's what made the show to this day stand the test of time.
Right. Amen. Absolutely agree with that. What's your view on that, Ericka?
Huh?
What's your view on that?
I think honestly, that's just people that are saying that a mud mask is blackface. That's just them overreacting to a very sensitive situation. I think honestly, they may
not know how to react to it. So because they don't know how, they're reaching automatically for racism.
exactly. And really, I'm not condoning it in any way, shape, or form because I've seen it used that way.
Right.
But in this context, there was absolutely nothing wrong that was meant towards anybody.
So I have a question.
Unique.
So on Halloween, if I was to go and paint my face white and then paint my face black on top of that, and I'll be black doing whiteface doing blackface, would that be racist?
Okay, that's actually that brings.
No,
Let me,
okay, I know. I do think that is racist. However, I think you missed the context of what I was saying. What I was saying was they were trying to make something that was not racist into a racist.
Into a racist.
Anybody that's seen that episode when it first came out would know that Rose and oh my God,
Rose,
Blanche.
Blanche, Dorothy, and Sophia.
Rose and Blanche. Thank you. Rose and Blanche. They came out of the bedroom with a mud mask on. It wasn't a production to put anything on, being blackface. They didn't even mention any black person, colored person, nothing. It was simply coming out in their 90s with a bonnet on their head, what they used to wear back then to keep their hair safe. And
I know what you're talking about.
Mud mask, but
Here's my thought
right now, and are calling it blackface. Do you?
Here's my thought.
think it was?
No, here's my thought. If the people who have an issue with it, those are the ones that actually made it seem as if it was blackface and made it racist. It's on them, because first of all, Sophia and Betty Davis and all them, they didn't say nothing about that, nor was there intent of that. There's no intent. But if you were to interpret that or analyze it as that's what you perceive it to be, then you know what? That's your fault. You can't get mad at nobody but yourself because you perceived it that way. Right. Plain and simple.
You're right.
I agree.
Like if I was to do, like I was just saying, if I was to be black and paint my face white and then paint my face black over it again, it's your perception of how it is interpreted.
Right. So
whether it be
the pussyfoot around with everybody in the world now, do you think we need to wear kid gloves from now on?
Here we're going back into the pride thing. I'm not gonna pussyfoot around nobody or anything.
Right.
If you don't like it, that's your fault, not mine.
Right.
But as,
You know what I mean?
as drag queens, aren't we supposed to stretch?
Yes.
Like break mold, like be out of the box.
We are Mikka, absolutely. We are supposed to break boundaries and stretch the mold. You are right.
So here's
Someone
where I
can't stretch that over anymore.
But here's where I get a little
limber.
Unique. Maybe you can help with this because I'm confused about it. Like I understand the context of blackface when you're trying to be racist or bigot, and I get that. I totally get it. But yet, if say I decided I wanted to do a darker skin tone and really truly impersonate, say, Tina Turner, who I am obviously not her skin complexion, does that make me a racist?
No, because of the fact that you are impersonating somebody, you're not. It's not a racist thing. Now, if somebody was to say, you know what, you're wrong for doing that, that's still not your fault. That's their fault because they want to take it there. They're the ones that perceive that to be a racist thing. Even though you're impersonating somebody. Now, if you were just to do it as in, like, you're doing it just to do it and you're not impersonating nobody in particular, then I would say maybe I would see it as that. But because of the fact that you're trying to do a specific person and that person just has to be of an ethnic undertone, then no, it's not a racist thing. But if somebody wants to make it a racist thing, that's their fault.
So it's like
don't stoop down to their ignorance.
Like the Wayans brothers when they did White Chicks. That could go.
That was an undercover thing, though. But you see how they didn't because that was undercover.
Right. So that
was their job.
Okay, so I get it. Then we're on the same page. Thank you. I had to ask because that's
Honey,
always
if you want to be Tina Turner, you got to be the best damn Tina Turner you could be.
Amen.
That's what I'm saying.
Because if
I don't want to be a white girl trying to do Tina Turner. I mean,
there's another subject. How do you feel? Do you feel uncomfortable when a white person impersonates a black performer?
For me?
Yes.
Oh, you know what? I'm ooh.
No, I love
it.
And this is why I brought the question to you, Unique. Honestly, like
now, here's my thing. I you know me. I've never, to my knowledge, that I remember, have performed. No offense, white people, but a Caucasian number. I like an artist that does that number. I'm usually one that do, African American female. That's all I've ever done. Unless it was a mix, then maybe a different story. But I just feel that a person not of color can't. I don't feel the same. I don't get the same feeling as if a black person would do a black girl number. You know what I mean? That's not saying you guys can't do it. That's not saying they can't do it. It's just
you and
two
you
different
did.
people do two different.
So if Mikka did Whitney Houston, "I Will Always Love You," and then Eric, or I'm sorry, and then let's say Minaj turned around and did Lady Gaga. How would each of that appeal?
You can see the difference with the way people, African American person, a female, the way we perform and the way a white girl perform are totally two different ways to the same song. And for me personally, I can never, perform just, a white girl number. I can't do it. Now, if it's mixing, and mixing the song, that's one thing for me. But I'm not one to do a white girl number.
Okay. But you don't think there's nothing racially wrong with it?
But no, there's nothing. I mean, no, we're performers. We are performers. We are theater actors. We are to do a job. That's our job.
Right.
Now, if it's just, on the whim, whatever, and you do, what? Either way you look at it, we are drag queens. We are performers no matter what time of day we are. When we are in this geesh, bitch, we are on the job. We are on the clock. No ifs, ands, or buts. Therefore, whether I'm sitting here in front of my TV, in front of a camera, or I'm walking my black ass down the street, if I want to perform to whomever, that's my job, and it's not a racist thing. Now, if I'm impersonating somebody, but I'm not impersonating them, again, it's that fine line.
Okay, I think I get what you're saying. What you're saying is
as long as you embrace
and female impersonation, that's what you're saying, right?
Something like that. As long as you embody that person, whether it's embodying the movement. If you're doing the movements, who cares if you white or black?
So you're saying
that was my way.
Gets on the stage and does Lady Gaga, that bitch better be fucking serving up some Lady Gaga.
Bitch, I don't care who the hell doing Lady Gaga. If someone gonna do Lady Gaga, bitch, you all better be doing the hell goddamn Lady Gaga. You better all show the fuck out. Because if you don't, I'm gonna let you know it right when you're done, bitch. You're wrong.
So how do you feel, Mikka? Tell me how that whole racial tilt feels for you.
Like when it comes down to it, I'm an entertainer. I love to perform Whitney Houston. I love doing Queen Latifah from Hairspray. I'm colorblind when it comes to picking my music. Now, I asked the question because I've always been told as an entertainer never to paint a darker skin tone. Go natural. Sure. But I want to impersonate someone. If I'm going to impersonate, I feel that skin tone is important to impersonation.
Right.
Here's my philosophy on that one. Bitch, did that person buy your makeup? Does that person pay your bill?
But you don't want to
put food in your mouth and clothes on your back. Until the day that they put that shit on your stuff, they can't say nothing you do.
But this is 2020.
What Mikka is saying though, because with our society, the minute
when y'all
starts
that's where everybody gets
a little bit darker than what it really is.
But that's why everybody gets everything so mixed up. Because everybody's so worried about what everybody else is doing instead of what they're doing.
Right.
It is such a hot button.
I wouldn't care. I can walk out of here halfway naked and let somebody say something to me. I don't care what they think. What they think of me, that's their fault.
I my house half naked all the time, girl. Don't worry about it.
I know, girl. I've seen it.
It is such a hot...
Unless somebody's putting them clothes on your back, putting that makeup in your box, paying for your stuff, can't nobody tell you what you can and can't do. Bitch, if you want to paint black as hell and do Patti LaBelle. Plain and simple. If I want to do Katy Perry, girl, trust me and believe me when I say this. I got my white girl painting here too. Trust me. If I want to go white girl, I can go white girl. Now, everything from here down may not be white girl, But from here up, it look like girl.
Anyways,
That was my other-
All in.
it's
I have
not
to-
gonna shut you down. You nasty.
No, I'm
bitch.
talking. No. I'm talking like when I paint, as in paint wise. I ain't got that much paint to be doing my whole body.
Bitch.
I ain't got that much time. Girl, I would be like from here up, you want girl. And where
I would
the
need,
colors are like right here.
I would need like 8 more hands to cover all this cellulite and base and powder. Okay,
Oh my God.
that's a lot.
Erica, how do you feel?
Aunt Ryan.
That's
It
like
is-
somebody the other day telling me that I shouldn't wear my contacts. You know,
Matt and
the other
Joe.
day somebody was telling me I shouldn't wear my contacts. I'm like, did you pay for these eyes? No. Then they can't tell me what I can and can't put in them. And girl, look, they lovely today. Oh, hold on.
I do. I
They
do. I
love
love
me
your
today.
contacts today.
I do. They're hot.
Yeah, I do love them. All right, Erica, give us your tea, bitch.
So it is such a hot button topic right now that I think this is where part of my drag aesthetic has come in. I know how to act. So even if I am on stage as a white woman, which, duh, I'm whiter than fucking white. But if I'm performing a black woman's music, I will act like a black woman. And I will do it to the T, but I will still be a white girl.
Do you feel like it's disrespectful to a black person to do that?
It depends on the context.
Okay.
It depends on the person that's getting in, that is being infected by it.
So I will say on that note right there, I've done Queen Latifah. I know where I've been from Hairspray.
Right.
You won. And there's one line in that song that I will not lip sync. When she says, "As dark as my skin,"
Yeah.
I can't find it in me to move my lips through that. All I can do is look around.
Watermelon water choke. It works too.
No, it's not even about that. It's about
I know.
I know
I
I'm
get what you're saying. It's a
Yeah.
moral thing.
But you know what?
I get it.
You're still a performer. You're there. You're getting paid to do a job.
but I
And if
still
that
have
job requires you to mouth those words, girl, suck it up, get your pride on, and do those words. Ain't nobody gonna get mad at you for performing a song.
we can't confuse pride with respect. I
Hello.
have
Either way you
true.
look at it, you're still respecting it because you're performing to a song. It's a song. It's no different than Eminem using the N word. You know what I mean?
I
And
don't.
people still do that, and they still run. So it's all in perception. It's in perception. If they get mad, you know what? Let them be mad. You're getting paid.
You're right. You're right. You're
No,
right.
you're right.
I agree.
You're there to do a job. And
But
if that job requires you to mouth these words,
there's a
girl, you better
fine
mouth those words to the best of your ability.
line between being an entertainer and being offensive. I
Right.
think.
Now, if you're just sitting in the car doing it, I can understand that.
And as long as you're comfortable with it, I think it's fine.
But you're right. But you're performing, girl. Do those words. You know what?
Yep.
And if they got a problem with it, send them my way. I'll deal with it.
Heard.
Send them my way.
Heard. Road trip to Denver.
So,
Here we go.
we would like, we have about 12 minutes left in our podcast here, and we would like some audience feedback on what y'all think the topic should be for next week. Please let us know. Reach out to any one of us or in this forum right here and let us know what you'd like to talk about. Love to hear from you all. Oh my God, you need. So, Mikka,
Drink off of them.
take us on to the final subject that's going to close us out today.
Ooh, so what do we want to talk about now? I've had so many hot topics in my head over the past few weeks.
I know what we should talk about.
Will you go
Because
right
we didn't
for
talk
it?
about it 2 weeks ago.
What?
All right.
Addiction.
Oh.
Broadly addiction.
Can we do something real quick? Can we do something real quick? Can that be like a side subject for another day? I feel like today has been like the most positive.
We're going to talk about for next week.
Okay, that's fine. We can do that.
Talk about for next
We
week.
can do addiction. We can do addiction. I like
I
that.
think we should do addiction next week.
I just feel like it's our first week with all 4 of us back.
Yeah.
And it's been really nice. And
I think we should do a kamikaze number.
oh God. Why did she just say that? It wasn't me this time, Mikka. Fuck. How about I just put something on that has 4 people and we just lip sync to the damn thing?
Lady Marmalade.
No, just sit there and be quiet. There we go. I love you, Unique. All right, let's
I
see.
love you too. Just like I love my good luggage.
Oh my God.
She loves it a lot.
You are too much.
I like it a lot. Why'd I be too much than too little?
Oh Lord.
Damn, look, I'm OJ. No, I'm kidding. I'm glad you caught that, Ericka.
You're just wrong.
Okay, Shelby. Text me later and let me know that everything's okay, sweetheart.
Yes, please, Shelby.
How come I can't see no comment?
You have to click the live comment tab. Oh, you're on your phone.
Oh, I see it now.
You're on
Okay,
your
I see it
phone
now.
now, right?
Hey, y'all. Hey. Okay. I got it now. I think.
My soul sisters, let me hear your flow, sisters. Hey, sister, go, sister, soul, sister, flow, sister. Hey, sister, go, sister, soul, sister, go. Give me mama lie down in old Moulin Rouge, strutting stuff on the street. Say hello, hey Joe, you wanna give it a go? Get you, yeah, yeah, da. Get you, yeah, yeah. Mocha chocolate, yeah. Coucher avec moi, ce soir. Voulez-vous coucher avec moi? Yeah. He's out in a pool, see, freshened up. Boys drank all that magnolia wine. All the black sand sheets, sweats all free. Yeah. Get you, yeah, da. Get you, yeah, here. Oh, yeah. Mocha chocolate, yeah. Real lady mama. Voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir? Voulez-vous coucher avec moi?
He come through with the money in the garden bags. Let him know we got that cake straight out the gate. He never been the women, some mistake us for whores. I'm saying, why? Not to spend yours. Disagree, but that's you, and I'm sorry. I'ma keep playing these cats out like it's hard. High heel shoes, getting love from the Jews. All that shit's from the moonlight.
Hey, sister, soul, sisters, better get that dough, sister.
We drink wine with diamonds in the glass by the case, the meaning of expensive taste.
You wanna get you, yeah. I'm a mocha chocolate.
What? Rio lady, mama. One more time, come on. Christina. Hey, Maya. Mulan, Mr. Millionaire.
Yes! Girls, I'm going to tell you, that's how you know you have 4 performers. No one said who they were doing, and everybody fucking did. That was just too much. Y'all ladies knocked me out. All right, Ericka, take us out of the show real quick.
All right, babies. Thank you all so much for joining us. We will see you next week at 7 Pacific, 8 Mountain, 6 Central, 5 Eastern. No, did I get that backwards?
7, 8, 9,
I
10.
did. 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Starting with Pacific. Got it.
Once again, 7 p.m. Pacific, 8 Mountain, 9 Central, 10 Eastern.
Yeah. What she said.
West to east, 7, 8, 9, 10. Figure it out, you guys.
We love you all. And hope you have
We
a
love you all.
week. Enjoy the rest of your hump day, and we'll see you next Wednesday.